What's going on? It's D-Man. You already know. Bringing to you a little NBA 2K14 discussion. This might be a little bit too early, but I just want to get these thoughts into a video. Before I forget about them, I'll just put part 1 in the title because I'm pretty sure somewhere down the road I have more things to talk about. I'm pretty sure somewhere down the road. But anyways, let me go off and say that NBA 2K13 was probably, or is probably, I'm still playing this. It's probably the funniest 2K I played since 2K8. Whatever formula they came up with for 2K13, I really hope they stick with it for 2K14. The new, I don't want to call it real-time physics. They said don't call it that, but I'll just say collision system. I like that. I love the dunks in this game. Y'all know that if you watch my multiplayer videos. The gameplay is just fun. The gameplay of NBA 2K13 is leaps and bounds better than 2K12. Way better. And the addition of the control stick was magnificent. Shout out to Mike Wayne for the control stick. But in NBA 2K14, hopefully, it seems like a lot of people, they just didn't know what they were doing with the control stick. It's like they'll just be spinning the stick in a circle. So hopefully in NBA 2K14, there's a way to penalize people that's just spamming crossovers and spam moves. Maybe it's a way for them to lose the ball. I haven't really seen that in NBA 2K13, so we'll just have to see about that. But besides that, NBA 2K13, like I said, really fun game, great game, probably one of my favorite 2Ks by far. But in this commentary, I just want to talk about some things I'd like to see in 2K14, some things I'd like to see change. It's not a lot of stuff, not a bunch of drastic things. I remember, talking about 2K12 to 2K13, it was a bunch of things, but, like I said, 2K13 was a great game, so it's not going to be a really long list. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is that BlackTop mode. I remember when BlackTop, 3v3 BlackTop was first announced. For some reason, a lot of people, especially crew players, had a problem with it. I really didn't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people were telling me, it's like, oh, if you don't have a problem with this, you can play crew a lot. That's a lie, because on NBA 2K10 and 2K11, I played crew sun up, sun down. If I was on 2K, I was playing crew. But I didn't have a problem with the 3v3 BlackTop because I was just glad that we could use our mod players, in something. I got rid of 2K12 really quick because my player mode seemed useless. When I played my player mode, I wanted it to be for a reason. For that, the reason for me is to go online and beast on people, and that's exactly what I did on NBA 2K13. I checked today, and my lifetime VC earnings are up to 100K. Out of that 100K, I have about 70,000 VC points from BlackTop mode. Not even lying. So I really enjoyed the 3v3 BlackTop, but come around 2K14, we really are going to need that 5v5 back. I'm not going to lie about that. Whether it's crew mode with the official arena and stuff or just 5v5 BlackTop, we really going to need this back because, one, it will help with the defense. I know a lot of people complain about the defense, so how people just keep dunking or people just run around the defenders. And one way that can be stopped is, have more people on the court so you can play help defense. You can stop them from getting to the lane. In 3v3, you can't play help defense because that leaves one person wide open. And they're going to make the 3 in BlackTop mode. They're going to make the 3 or they're going to get the dunk. But honestly, when it comes to the BlackTop versus crew, I'd rather see the crew come back. Because in crew, you didn't have these situations to where, everybody was just shooting threes. Well, they did run to the corner, but for the most part, everybody wasn't just shooting threes or everybody wasn't just dunking, So hopefully in 2K14, we can see the return of crew. And I was telling people, I don't know if this was really just a conspiracy. I was just hoping that 3v3 BlackTop was just like a test run. What did we learn from this test run? Well, we learned that the servers on NBA 2K13 were better than any other 2K. Like always, they can always improve. But for the most part, I was able to get into games. I have over 300 BlackTop games online. I wish I was able to play over 300 crew games on 2K10 and 2K11 combined. It just wasn't possible. In 2K11, 2K10, you had to do all these tricks. Had to change your time zone. Had to tell people to back out of the lobby. You just had to do all this stuff. But 2K13, you didn't have to do any of that. The servers, like I said, they held dope, but like I said, they could still improve. They definitely got better. So I'll say that. We also found out that people can't hack. There was no like 100 feet tall people running around, no 100 foot tall Barack Obama running around. So that seems pretty legit. No hacks, and I actually like the sound of that, especially when it comes to something like 3v3 BlackTop. So if 2K14 happens to throw in a 5v5 my player type mode, hopefully we won't see any more hacks running around. But if there is a such thing in 2K14, just don't make it possible to buy VC. I understand that buying VC is, at the end of the day, just making y'all more money, but buying VC, it just seems whack. It's a cheap tactic, and it's damn near a hack to me. Y'all put a lot of emphasis on my player and my career, and if you're able to buy VC, you can just bypass all of that. Why put in all this work into the modes and give people the option to just skip over it? Same with my team. 2 days into the game, I heard a lot of people just bought VC and stat their team up with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, etc., etc. So hopefully buying VC isn't an option in NBA 2K14. It destroyed my team. It can destroy BlackTop. So we'll just have to see. Other than that, the main thing I want to see fixed in 2K14, this plagues all the 2Ks. And it's a major problem for 2K for some reason, but it's just the glitches. Every year there's a slew of glitches, and they're really bad for some reason. Like, Shakedown said this in one of his videos, but I had a glitch on my game, bro. I couldn't play regular games. And that sounds weird, but that's what it was. I couldn't play regular games. I couldn't play with regular teams. I can only play BlackTop mode, which honestly wasn't a problem for me, but still, like, regular games, that's crazy. There's the shoe glitch, Nike ID in the shoes on 2K13. Believe it or not, is really a big part of the game. You can create your shoes, put them in my player mode, you'll still have on generics. You can go to BlackTop, you'll still have on generics. I remember one time I was playing with Smooth, and I joined his BlackTop lobby, and supposedly I thought I was wearing the cool grays, but he told me I was wearing the same shoes as he was, and it was just really confusing. So hopefully things like the shoe glitch can get fixed, and also the view share media glitch. Now this is in 2K13, it happened in 2K12, but whenever you try to load up a save replay, the game would freeze and you have to start all the way over. Now I don't know why that exists, but hopefully we can get that out the way. And also on the replays, I thought this was going to be in 2K13, but it turns out that it wasn't. But we need a way to get rid of that red circle. That red circle just messes everything up, Also online glitches where the scoreboard would disappear, or somebody else would back out and you would get the loss, or in my player mode or exhibition mode where a white guy would have black hands or black arms and vice versa. It's like all these glitches have happened in more than one 2K game. So I just think by now this needs to be under control. That's honestly what I think. I'm not trying to come off as the complaining type. I know developing a game can be really difficult at times, tuning and whatnot, but all these glitches that are reoccurring, it's like they fix it every year, so I don't understand why they can't keep it fixed. And also these glitches are big enough, it seems that they're big enough to be found before the game is released, just by testing the game, playing the game repetitively. So I'm not understanding what's the big problem with the glitches at 2K, but I just know on every 2K is something. Like I said, the hands and arms, shoe glitches, the replays, the my player career freezes. There's always something going on with my players too. So hopefully, like I said, there's a lot of hope in this discussion, but hopefully just the glitches are under control, because that's just really a turnoff really for 2K. Just putting up with the glitches, because they're always something that just bothers you, Anyway, this commentary is long enough. I don't want to start rambling. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you want to see fixed in the next 2K game? Like I said, I know it's kind of early, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out, so maybe you want to do the same thing. And I'll holler at you all later. Peace.